As we are back live, everybody, for a huge game tonight going down, as I'll be on the play-by-play call for this one. A late game going down here in a 10 o'clock Eastern time slot for this one. The number 2 Baylor Bears taking on the number 5 ranked Illinois Fighting Illini. Two teams here, top 5 in the nation, going at it. And tonight, expect the points to explode off the board. Both of these teams averaging about 99 points per game, as we're going to head into a phenomenal matchup between these two teams as I welcome you guys back to my second stream, part of a doubleheader tonight, by the way, here over on Behind the Arc Basketball. Glad to have you on the stream once again. Ian, welcome in here. Colton, Winvow, what's up once again here. Jacob, welcome in here, my man, for stopping on by. Jose here, just got home as well. Brayton's back on board for this one, as we're going to tip off in about 5 minutes from now or so. Illinois coming in perfect 3-0 on the season. They barely survived the scare, though, in their last game over the Ohio Bobcats, 77-75 the final. Ayo Dosunmu looking good the first 3 games of the season, averaging 25.7 points per game. He had 28 points against North Carolina A&T. Followed that one up with 22 points against Chicago State. Last game had 27 against Ohio. Cold-blooded. Went to the free throw line and was able to seal the deal right there as he got fouled with about 2 seconds left to go. Cashed in at both of the free throw shots, cold-blooded at the line, as Illinois got the W in that one. In their last game, survived the scare over Ohio by 2. Also, their big man, 7-footer, Kofi Cockburn, he has been a force on the boards. Big stat to know here for this one. Illinois, a ridiculous plus 109 on the glass. They are plus 109 on rebounds. 162 to 53. They are out-rebounding their opponents through the first 3 games in total rebounds. That is crazy there. Kofi Conan, 3 straight double-doubles in all 3 games, averaging 15 and 11.7 through the first 3 games this season. First game, he had 18 and 10. Second game followed it up with 14-11 against Chicago State. Last game against Ohio, he had 13 points, 14 rebounds. Should be a good one going up against what Baylor has here. A deep squad for the Bears for this one, as I'll get to that in just a moment. Cheese City Sports, Roger, welcome on the stream. Eric, what's good here? Glad to have you back in the house, brother. Once again, Ryan's back here. Thomas, so we welcome you guys in here once again. Let's see here. Florida or Tennessee football for that one. I'm going to take Florida this week, of course, for that one. Jalen Suggs, what a comeback, man, he had in that incredible comeback. I thought that he was down and he was going to be out for like quite some time, but I was shocked that Jalen Suggs, that shows the toughness of him, able to come back in the second half in the same game that he got injured in and able to play, and he had a huge impact down the road, and that's why Gonzaga was able to complete the comeback. And also Andrew Nembhard played his heart out today for Gonzaga in that first game. For Baylor today in this one, this team is just guard efficient so far. They can shoot the 3-ball lights out from the perimeter here. First game, they put up 112 points against Louisiana. That's the most points that Baylor had scored since they won the 2013 NIT in the NIT title game. They won that game 112-82. They did allow 82 points that game, though, against Louisiana. Masiotti came off that game with 21. LJ Cryer's Baylor debut, really efficient. 17 points in 15 minutes, made 5 triples. And in the last game on Sunday, winners over Washington, 86-52 the final. Jared Butler carried Baylor that game with 20 points, 5 assists, knocked down 4 triples. Adam Flagler, the transfer from Presbyterian, looked good for him. He made 5 3-point shots down. They were plus 31 on the glass, out rebounding Washington 50-19 in that W. What Baylor does so well, shoot the 3, is top 10 in all college basketball in 3-point shooting. They are 50% even, 28 for 56 from the perimeter. They also got 9 players in this team, so deep, averaging 12 minutes per game. They are undersized though, so in this game today, Baylor here, what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to rely on their efficiency to win this game for today. They are quite undersized, though, on this team for Baylor's. Their leading rebounder for this team, Mark Vital, he had 15 boards against Washington in the last game. He is only 6'5", and listed as a forward for this team, so they do have a couple players, though, that could very well rise. Flo Thamba is getting the start today, 6'10", junior forward, so he'll be getting the start ready to tip this one off, going up against Cockburn in just a moment. Baylor going out in the yellow uniforms for this game, green numbers, green letters for this one, as we'll tip off just a moment. If you guys are new, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub, ring that notification bell as well. Welcome back here, Mighty Young Boy, Jake Matt, welcome in here. Who would win Illinois against Duke there? I'm going to take Illinois in that one. I'm going to predict Baylor in a high-scoring game here, 82-80 for my prediction today. 2-point victory by Baylor for my prediction, 82-80. As we welcome in Danny J. Vaughn on the stream here. Once again, Trayvon, hello once again here as well. Glad to have you guys in the channel. Feel free to post in who you got in this one if you go with Illinois or Baylor down in the chat below as we'll keep on rolling here, folks. If you're new, of course, hit that thumbs up. Helps out this video a ton being found on YouTube. Hit that subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified about future play-by-play live streams here. I cover college basketball games and also as well as NBA games as well. Keep on coming back, future streams, Jacob. It usually takes like a couple months or so, man, but thanks so much for the interest, bud. Just keep on coming back to future live streams, man, and over the course of time, I'll hit you up on the wrench, bud. Really appreciate it, though, that you're interested, man. Braden going out for Illinois. Travelin likes Baylor out in this one today. Baylor with a couple key transfers they got for this team. First one, Adam Flakler from Presbyterian. Hit down 5 3-point shots in the last game. Also got a transfer from UNLV with Jonathan Chawamchat Tua here for him as we get ready to tip this one off. It's going to be quite the name today. Baylor tips the ball first. They go left to right on the court here. No problem, Jacob. Appreciate it, man, for being a part here. Baylor has it first. And the starting five, Butler, Mitchell, Masio Teague, Mark Vital, Flo Thamba for the starting five today for Baylor. Starting five for Illinois, Io DeSumo, Coburn, DeMonte Williams, Adam Miller was a bucket in the first game, and also Trent Frazier as well. 19:39 left to go in this one as we just tipped off between these two teams. Illinois now with the basketball. Baylor couldn't convert, ball went out of bounds, so it got tapped out of bounds by Baylor. Illinois has it first possession. DeSumo has it at the left wing. Hands it over to Frazier now. Pass over to DeSumo. He has been an absolute tear here. First 3 games, averaging over 25 points per game. Looking like he's going to be a first rounder in the NBA. Hook shot. Big block in the key by Baylor. Here to go out in transition. They have it now at the left elbow. Into the hands of Teague, and Teague with the basketball. Gives it up for Mitchell. Mitchell has it at the left wing. Puts it into the hands here of Butler. Jared Butler, deep 3 from the left wing. No good. Hit the rim short. And rebound back to Illinois. Fighting Illini, second possession, 1 minute through the game. Braden here picking Illinois by 7 in this one, 84-77. Baylor comes up with a steal pass half court, lays it up and in for the first points of the game. Jared Butler cashes it home right there for 2 off the steal. First minute and 20 through, 18:40 left to go in the first half. Illinois, third possession now with the basketball as we welcome in Badger, Jackson. Glad to have you guys on board here. Winval looking Baylor all the way in this one. Yeah, Missouri looking so good right now against Oregon. We'll keep you guys posted on that one. Oregon without their starting point guard, Will Richardson. He injured his thumb before the game. He is out for 6 months. Huge loss for Oregon. They are already thin on guards. Baylor gets another steal at the right corner perimeter. Mitchell, shot fake, drives inside, lost control of the basketball. Illinois has it right back in transition. As they're going to take it into the bucket, they lay it up and in for 2 right there. Trent Frazier able to get the bucket. Tie game at 2. 2 minutes through. 18 minutes left to go here in the first half. Baylor basketball with Butler. Moves it out to the top of the key. Vital. Pass over to the right wing perimeter now. Into the hands of Davian Mitchell. Mitchell with the ball. Passes out on top. Over to Masio Teague. As Teague is guarded here with 17:45 on the clock. Takes the 3 straight away. No good. It was halfway there. Rattled out. Rebound right back over to Illinois. Fighting Illini now with the basketball. DeSumo passes inside to the big fella Coburn. No good. Gets his own rebound. He's swarmed by 2 Baylor defenders. And the refs are going to call on the court here. Blocking foul by Baylor. The second time off the offensive rebound. Clock will stop with 17:32 left to go. So that's the first foul of the game. As it will be picked up on the personal here. On Flo Thamba. Hey, Jagon, welcome on the stream, man. Yeah, really good matchup tonight with these two teams. So 2 free throws coming up with a 7-foot center, Kofi Coburn for Illinois. 17 minutes left. Missouri leading by 5 against Oregon. Wow, yeah, Missouri was up by double digits, but Oregon's creeping in here, looks like, in the second half. Thanks so much for the update, man. Appreciate it. First free throw at the line. Coburn missed it. And so we'll have a second shot coming up. Made basketball game. Rutgers versus Gonzaga. Who would win Rutgers versus Gonzaga? I'm going to take Gonzaga right there, Roger. Second free throw. Missed that one as well. Big rebounds by Baylor right underneath by Chat Tua there. the 6'8 forward, as he was a transfer from UNLV. He's going to have to really step up. A lot of these big men on this team, since Tristan Clark retired right before the start of the season for Baylor. Baylor missed a shot. Illinois comes out with a rebound. They're going to take the 3 at the left wing. No good off the mark. Tipped up in the air. Rebound back over to Baylor. Baylor has it at the top of the key. Moves it over to the right baseline as they dribble here with Masio Teague. Passes underneath. Ball tipped up in the air. It's going to go to the backcourt. Baylor able to get it. 17 minutes left to go first half. Baylor has it. Floats it up at the left elbow. Got it. Jared Butler for 2. 4-2 to score. 16:50 left to go. What do you get with a Patreon? It's a $1 donation, 3, and then 5. They're all listed there in the description. I know the 5's like a scroll that it has for like members who donate per monthly, that it goes on like the top of the live stream or so, just as the members. But yeah, I'm probably gonna do that, Braden. I'm gonna enable community, the community membership thing. Would anybody who's on the stream here be interested in that? If I was to enable the membership tab, feel free to let me know. If anybody's would be interested in that, feel free to let me know that. 4-2 to score. Baylor leads in. They're going to get the steal as well off the inbound, as they're going to go cash it home for 2 more in transition. Mike Vital to the cup right there. Lays it up and in. 6-2 now to score with 16:15 left to go. Baylor here with their defense already. That's their 3rd steal. And making Illinois pay here with the turnovers. Illinois sloppy with the basketball in all 3 of their games. Turning it over quite a bit. They actually had a -14 turnover margin heading into this one. The top of the key 3, the Fighting Illini takes it, and they make it right there straight away. DeMonte Williams hits it down. 6-5, 15:50. Hey, no problem. Yeah, of course you guys don't have to do it here, but yeah, no problem. Yeah, thanks so much for the interest. I'll definitely enable it when I have the chance. That's awesome. So we get a couple people that will be interested there. Baylor missed a hook shot, no good. Illinois gets it, takes another 3, and they are on fire here. Trent Frazier knocks it down in transition at the left wing perimeter, and Illinois captures the lead. A good one so far here. 15:20 left to go. Baylor has it, floats it up high off the glass, no good, and that's a huge rebound right there by Illinois. Pass up the court, Williams throws it over to the left baseline into the hands of Adam Miller. What a freshman they got. He's been a bucket. 18 points he is averaging per game so far through the first 3. Illinois jumper missed it off the mark, tipped out of bounds. And it's going to be a behind the back fall actually on Coburn on the rebound. So that's the first personal of the game for Illinois, as we're going to go on a media timeout now. 15:03 left to go. Illinois by 2 in this one against Baylor. Big reason why happens to be Trent Frazier. Perfect 2 for 2. Just hit a 3-point shot at the left wing in transition. And the Fighting Illini hold the lead currently. Wow, Tide puts out Missouri at a 27-point lead there. Baylor Gonzaga with a healthy Jalen Suggs. If he came back into the game, that shows toughness right there for sure by Jalen Suggs. But if he's gonna play once again, I'm gonna take Gonzaga in that one. Who do you think's gonna win this game? I predicted Baylor by 2, 82-80. Don't spam the chat though, Aiden. Only say it once, and I'll answer it as we go. Right now we're on the timeout. If you guys are new in the stream, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. If you enjoy play-by-play here, basketball. I'm behind Eric Basketball. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. 17, they were up. So, quick scoreboard update for everybody. Missouri leads against Oregon, 45-39, the score in that one. As far as other games, San Francisco taking it right now to Nevada. San Francisco leads at 54-34. When am I streaming Friday? I'm going to take Friday off, actually. So, I've been doing a lot of games recently or so. I'm going to take Friday off. I'm going to do a doubleheader tomorrow with UConn and USC. That should be a really good game. And then also got Boston College against Florida tomorrow. So I plan on doing another doubleheader. I'm going to take Friday off, do some Christmas shopping, spend the night with the family. And then I'll be back on Saturday, hopefully. We're supposed to get a huge storm once again on Saturday. Hopefully I still have my power, because I plan on doing Baylor versus Gonzaga 1 versus 2. As far as other games going on right now, Arkansas up against UT Arlington, 50-38 to score. Texas A&M barely got by Tarleton 73-66 in that one. Yes, San Francisco, low-key really good. It's all about the three ball for San Francisco, and they were drilling it in the game against Virginia. And Rhode Island was able to lock up the perimeter, so that's why URI beat San Francisco. And, yes, San Francisco just blowing out Nevada right now. So San Francisco, they are low-key pretty good there. We'll keep you guys posted on Missouri versus Oregon, the other big game going on. Oregon without their star point guard, Will Richardson. He's going to be out with 6 weeks. I just heard that right before the tip-off of the game. That's a huge loss there. Out with a thumb injury for 6 weeks. And they're really low on guards, too, for Oregon. Jalen Terry, I think it's going to be out for some time due to injury. As we get right back into this game after the timeout. Illinois has the basketball, takes the three. No good, rolled around the rim and out. Rebounds. Goes backward to Baylor here by Matthew Mayer. Mayer takes it up the court. Moves over to Mitchell at the right wing perimeter. Hey, we got a dono, my man. Appreciate it. Brandon, thanks so much for the dono here. Appreciate your channel, bro. Keep it up. Thanks so much, Brandon. You are the man here. Let's get some dono hype down in the chat below. What's good, Duke fan? Glad to have you in the stream once again, man. Baylor missed a shot. No good. Illinois with the basketball. Takes up the court. Drives inside. We get a foul from behind. It's picked up by Baylor. And Illinois here going to go to the free throw line. Looks like clock will stop with 14-12. Hey, no problem, Brayton. He might not watch the whole stream if Florida's playing really bad. I don't expect them to be getting crushed against Boston College tomorrow in that one. But Florida barely got past Army today, but yeah, BC right now is 1-2. That should be actually a close game tomorrow. Gahendo, welcome back here. Glad to have you in the stream. First free throw, Illinois missed at the free throw line. They are cold at the charity stripe, 0 for 4, and this game could very well come down to single digits, and Illinois misses the second free throw. 14 minutes left to go in the first half, Baylor basketball. Yeah, donos, you guys are awesome here. I never make anybody dono on the channel, but of course anybody is welcome to from time to time, and you guys are awesome. I really appreciate it. You guys are absolute channel legends here. Jared Butler drives inside the key, lays it up and in with the right hand for 2. It's tied up at 8. He's got 6 points so far by Butler out of the 8 for Baylor. 13:45 left to go. That ball is going to get poked from behind out of bounds by Matthew Mayer. Baylor. Clock will stop with 13:42. So Illinois here going to get the basketball right back. Yeah, last night the chat was hype on that one. We've had some awesome streams here. Illinois gets the inbounds. They put the ball at the top of the key into the hands of Dasum, who's get shut down so far by the Baylor defense. Io yet to score, same as Coburn in this one. Coburn actually, yeah, he actually went to the free throw line and he missed both free throws. Illinois had it, but they miscommunicated on the pass and it went out of bounds at the baseline. So, 4th turnover by Illinois. And Illinois, that's what they were struggling heading into this game. They turned the basketball more times in all 3 of their games. They had more turnovers than North Carolina A&T in that game. More turnovers. They had 18 turnovers against Chicago State compared to Chicago State's 16 in that game. And they also turned the basketball over way more times than Ohio. They only forced 9 turnovers to Ohio. Baylor off the cutter right there. Matthew Mayer puts it up and in off the backboard as he cuts to the basket for 2. 13 minutes left to go here. Baylor is crazy deep on their team. Illinois, no good. 2-eye off the glass there by Barshanishvili. Rebound back to Baylor. 13 minutes left to play in the first half. This game's moving along right now. Baylor has it. Pass inside underneath. That's going to be a blocking foul. Foul picked up, I believe, on Illinois for number 33. Coleman Hawkins picked up the foul. His first personal. It's going to send Baylor to the free throw line here. Shoot 2. Yes, 10-19 over here in Massachusetts. So, late night. This, by the way, the latest stream I've ever called before over here as far as start time. 2 free throws coming up by Flo Thamba at the line for Baylor. First free throw, no good. Missed it. Illinois been cold at the line today, 0 for 4, and Baylor's yet to hit a free throw either, 0 for 2. Yeah, for sure, Roger. I'm going to update you on that for Seton Hall. Seton Hall lost by double digits against URI. It was at Rhode Island. And Rhode Island won that game. I'm going to see if I can dig that up. 76-63. Rhode Island won that today. Both of the free throws were no good at the line by Baylor. Illinois get the rebound. Drove inside, too strong off the back rim and out. Rebound back to Baylor. Davian Mitchell has it the right wing perimeter. Spin move inside. Pass down on top to Mayer. Mayer able to cut behind the defense. Missed the layup. They get the offensive rebound. Oh, nice job right there. Able to help out a teammate. And that's the putback for two right there by Baylor. That was some serious help they got. That was great awareness by Baylor. Able to get the putback. Illinois floats it up over the top to their big man. And Curbelo. Over the top right there to Coburn, who throws it down with a two-handed flush off the alley-oop. 12-10 to score. 12 minutes left to go as well. Baylor basketball. Into the hands of Jared Butler towards his right. Hands it over at the top of the key to Flagler here. Flagler moves it back over to Butler. Butler puts it up, no good. Gets his own offensive rebound. Jared Butler, so clutch last season. Backs his way in the post. Able to get behind the defense. Puts it up and in off the backboard for two by Jared Butler. 14-10, Jared Butler, 8 points out of the 14 so far for the Baylor Bears. 11.5 left to go in the first half. Good game as far as the points. You like points? You got one so far. And this one, points picking up recently. Illinois with the basketball. Yeah, Rhode Island's getting much better. They could very easily be 5-0 if they had hit their free throws against Arizona State and BC. 11:15 left to go now. Illinois has it. Dribble drive inside, puts it high, and it's up, and there's contact and a foul. Ayo Desumu trying to go to the rim right there. It's going to be a personal foul, blocking foul by Flo Thamba of Baylor. The clock will stop with 11:11 left to go here, and we're going to go to a timeout. So Ayo Desumu will head to the free throw line right after this timeout for Illinois. Yeah, great start so far in this game, everybody. As I really appreciate you guys for stopping on board here, being a part of a nightcap for me once again. Missouri putting it to Oregon right now, 59-43. Wow. Oregon's going to get bounced out of the top 25, so that's huge for Missouri there. That is a huge way to go up 2-0 for Missouri if they can keep that up and control the rest of the game once again. By the way, Illinois State put up 177 on Greenville today, which Murray State put up 170 plus on the board the other day as well. Illinois State beating Greenville today, 177-108. Yeah, this is a huge game for sure, Badger. Absolutely huge. Vanier, his score is kind of similar to mine. He predicts Illinois by 2, 79-77. I predicted Baylor by 2 as well. 82-80 was my prediction. Hey, thanks so much, Gahendo. Really appreciate it, man, and enjoy the rest of your day, man. You kind of get better over time or so. I started out this channel, Jake, around almost 2 months ago, around January of 2019, and I just kind of got better like over time or so. I actually never went to college for play-by-play. I went for college for radio, for production, for commercial production and for radio, but I never did like any sports play-by-play in college. Actually, this was my first time doing it over here on YouTube. Win Val like in Baylor by 2 there, 83-81. Raptor like in Illinois, 81-78. Feel free to leave your predictions as well down in the chat below if you guys would like. What do I think Illinois will be ranked if they win tonight in this one? I think they'll probably pass Iowa there. They'll probably be able to go up to number 2. Because Iowa's played a really easy schedule so far. Davison leads UNLV right now, 37-27, with a minute and a half left to go before halftime. So Davison leads that game. San Diego State playing against a non-D1 opponent. San Diego State leading that one, 63-24. And as far as other games going on right now, we'll take a look at it. As far as games in progress, San Francisco pouring it on against Nevada, 69-41 in favor of San Francisco. And Missouri on a tear against Oregon right now, 59-43. Missouri looking to down the home stretch of that game, as we'll keep you guys posted. 14-10 the score. Yes, Seton Hall, Oregon's on Friday there. Oregon looking disappointing right now. So, Oregon is really thin on guard. They don't have a point guard in their roster. Their starting point guard is out for 6 weeks, injured his thumb, and their backup point guard, I believe, is still injured. So they only have 2 point guards listed on the roster, and both of them are injured for quite some time. And it's gonna take a miracle to replace Peyton Pritchard. They could be so much better if Will Richardson was healthy, but he's gonna be out now for 6 weeks. Illinois at the free throw line. That trip went 1 for 2 as it's 14-11 to score. Baylor with the basketball as they had it. Off the cut, we have a foul picked up from behind. Looks like it's by Illinois. It's picked up on Kofi Coburn here, the big man, as the clock will stop with 11 minutes left to go. So Baylor here will go to the free throw line. They're going to shoot 2 shots coming up. Number 23 for the Bears at the free throw line. Jonathan Chambwa-Chatua at the free throw line. First free throw coming up. Chambwa-Chatua knocks it down. That's good. 15-11. Looks like Vaughn's listening how to be a good play-by-play guy. Well, just listening to the good, exciting play-by-play people. Don't listen to Joe Buck if I had to give you some pointers there, Vaughn. Second free throw, good. At the free throw line right there for Baylor by Chambwa-Chatua, the transfer from UNLV. Illinois down by 5 to get the basketball. At the top of the key into the hands of Frazier. Frazier passes over to the left corner, over to Miller, the 4-star freshman, as he was an absolute bucket in the first game. Pass over into the key, into the hands of Barshanishvili, puts it up into the post for 2. That's good, 3-point game. Baylor now has a 10.5 remaining here in the first half. Davian Mitchell dribbles to the free throw circle, stop and pop jumper. They're going to call on the play here on Davian Mitchell. On a push-off foul offensive by Mitchell, so Illinois will get the basketball right back. 10:26 remaining. Turnover there by Baylor. So that happens to be in this game today. That's Baylor's second turnover. Illinois will have the ball right back. At the right wing perimeter for the Fighting Illini. They move it over to the left corner. Catch and shoot 3. Miller takes it. No good off the mark. They get an offensive rebound. Barshanishvili underneath. As he has it battling inside. Put it up. No good. Couldn't finish. A rebound Baylor into the hands here of Jared Butler. Butler with the basketball at the top. He is swarmed by a defender there by Curbelo, the freshman. Butler took the 3. It's no good. A rebound back to Illinois. Illinois has it. Dribbles past half court. 9:54 left to go. At the top of the key here for the Fighting Illini, DeMonte Williams moves over to the left wing. Ball now inside of Barshanishvili. Dribbles right back out to the top. And that's going to get tapped. Illinois able to get it back, though. Almost take it away. Right corner 3. Off the mark, they get the offensive rebound. Barshanishvili, turnaround jumper, got it. That's good for 2. It's a 1-point game. Illinois here able to creep back after a 4-zip run. Baylor's yet to score in the last 2.5 minutes. Baylor has it under 9.5 left to go. Bears now with the basketball at the edge of the Jimmy V Classic logo. As that was Masio Teague, moves it over to the left wing to Butler. Butler has it, and we got a stoppage in time here. Ref's going to come in. Clock stops with 9:17. And it's going to be a foul away from the basketball picked up by Illinois. Second personal by Curbelo. He gets sent to the bench. Hey, what's good? Bo Heels, welcome on the channel. Yeah, Gonzaga's still looking good. Jalen Suggs, the toughness of him, as I was shocked, man, that he was able to return back for the second half and had a huge impact on why Gonzaga was able to come from behind and win it. Baylor missed a shot inside off the hook. They got the offensive rebound, missed the layup, but they get fouled on the third opportunity from behind. And 2 free throws coming up here at the free throw line by Baylor. It's going to be Mark Vital, number 11, shooting 2. Baylor is desperately undersized, but can they rebound for sure here? Mark Vital, he had 15 rebounds in the last game against Washington, and he's a 6'5" forward for Baylor here. He's going up against the big man, Kofi Coburn, 7 foot center for Illinois in this game. And Coburn currently on the bench. First free throw, got it down by Mark Vital. Yeah, Mike Tirico, pretty good. Vaughn likes Mike Tirico. That's good, man. I wish he was on more for Mike Tirico. He's only on in like special games for NBC for Sunday Night Football from time to time. Second free throw, Mark Vital knocks it down. 18-15, 9-11 left to go. Vital heads towards the bench right now for Baylor. Baylor rotates. They're just so deep. They got 9 players here that came into this game averaging about 12 minutes plus per game. Illinois now with the basketball. At the top of the key with Dosunmu. He has been an absolute nightmare for defenses trying to guard. Dosunmu gives it over. At the top into the hands of DeMonte Williams. Bounce pass over to Bershanishvili at the left elbow. Moves it over. Ball was deflected. Illinois able to get it back in the right corner. As they have it, they are swarmed defensively at the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Moves it over. Bershanishvili to the left corner. Open. Deep 2. Takes it. Adam Miller sinks it. He gets down. 18-17 with a big jumper to deep 2 at the left baseline by Illinois. It's going to be a good game tonight. Adam Miller looking good, shooting 59% from the floor for the 4-star freshman, averaging 18 per game. Baylor missed the 3, hit the rim short, and Illinois came to defend the perimeter today. Fighting Illini come up with a rebound. They have it here at the free throw circle. Floats it up Ayo. No good. Hit the rim short. It's going to get tapped out of bounds from behind, though, by Baylor, by Flagler. So Illinois will get the inbound coming up underneath their rim here with just over 8 minutes left to play in the first half. Yep, Missouri trying to hold on. They're up by 10 against Oregon, 63-53. That's signature right there for Missouri if they're able to hold on. Inbound coming up for Illinois. Underneath. Pass over right corner. Takes the 3. Gets blocked by Baylor. Illinois somehow able to get it back with nobody defending it. Dosunmu, right place, right time. Puts it up and in off the backboard for 2. Ayo now on the board right there with his first shot of the game that he just made. He's got 3 points. 19-18 in favor of Illinois right now. Baylor has in a great game today. Davian Mitchell at the top of the key. Mitchell with the basketball. Takes the 3 straight away. Oh, cold-blooded. Got it. Davian Mitchell sinks it right there straight away at the top of the key with a hand in the face. 7:45 left to go. That is what Baylor does so well. Came into this game 50% from 3-point range. Illinois has it right back. They're going to take the mid-range jumper. That one goes. It was able to get the roll to rim for 2. We're tied up 21 even. Yep, I heard Mike Tirico today on the call for Steelers-Ravens today. Mitchell gives it over to the left wing. They're going to take a 3. That one hits the rim. Short rolled around the rim. We have a rebounding foul, though. Underneath as Mark Vital gets pushed down. It's going to be on Bershanishvili. And the clock will stop with 7:20. So Illinois picks up another personal. That's their 6th personal to half. Baylor right now with 4 personals. Hey, what's good? Colin here. Welcome to the stream, man. Definitely, dude. Illinois has made a huge improvement in the last 3 years. He remembers they were consistently at the bottom of the Big Ten. Yeah, I remember calling them 2 years ago on a stream, and I think they finished that year 14-19 for that year. And the year before that, they were even worse. But man, Brad Underwood has had this team right on the rise for the Fighting Illini. Coming in, recruiting, check mark. They are doing a great job here for Illinois as of late because of Brad Underwood coming in and finally putting Illinois basketball right back on the map like they were in the 2000s. Yeah, that would be awesome if Mike Tirico could do college basketball. That would be so cool. Yeah, Trace McSorley today for the Ravens. That's great. Former Penn State quarterback with his first ever touchdown. As far as right now, we're in a timeout. 7:20 left to go. If you're new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. I cover play-by-play basketball games here on Behind Your Basketball, so welcome in all the newcomers to the stream if you're new. And feel free to let me know who you got down in the chat below. If you're going with Illinois or Baylor, type in your prediction down in the chat if you haven't already done so. Taking a look, scoreboard update for everybody. Missouri leading Oregon 63-53 to score there. Oregon playing without their point guard, Will Richardson, who is out for about 6 weeks now due to a thumb injury. I just saw that right before that game. San Francisco dismantling Nevada right now, 72-43 in favor of San Francisco. And as far as other games going on right now, we'll take a look at that once I load it up just a second here. By the way, Iowa State lost to South Dakota State today. So South Dakota State getting the victory, 71-68. Hey, thanks so much, Roger, for stopping on by, man. Really appreciate it for being a part here once again. Rhode Island with an upset today over Seton Hall, 76-63. And then as far as games going on right now, Davison up at the half against UNLV, 41-29. Davison by 12. For the last place game of the Maui Invitational. And San Diego State crushing a non-D1 school, St. Catharines, 70-28 right now. So we're going to get right back into this one in just a moment, right after this timeout. By the way, Arkansas, I just took a look at their score, and they lead against Texas Arlington 66-48. So Arkansas having a great start to this season as well. $21 even here, so we're going to get right back into it in just a moment, into this one. Dan Shulman, good commentator. That's great, Harry. Does North Carolina versus Duke games. That is awesome, man. So 7:20 left to go in the first half as we're going to get right back into this one. It'll be Baylor basketball. They'll inbound right underneath their hoop. Bears get the inbound ball into the hands of Mayer. Now they pass it inside underneath to Vital. Vital goes inside, missed it, hit the front rim, fight for the rebound, and Illinois going to have it right back. Pushing tempo up the court here for the Illini. They shovel it back out to the top. Bershanishvili has a lane, lays it up and in right there with a clear path to the bucket. Fighting Illini by 2 in a great game so far. 7 minutes remain first half. Baylor ball. At the right wing perimeter, Flagler. Adam Flagler, transfer from Presbyterian, knocks it down at the left elbow. They can hit jumpers for the Baylor Bears just like that. 6:45 left to go. Illinois, let's see what they can do with the ball. Dasumu has it, top of the key. Been pretty much silent in this game so far by Ayo, as he has only got so far 3 points. They put it back out to the right corner. Shot fake Frazier, dribbles now. As he's looking to pass it, and they're going to call foul here. It's going to be on Baylor, so Baylor picks up their 5th personal. That personal being charged to Mark Vital. His first personal of the game, 15, followed by Baylor. Yeah, Nevada heading in the wrong direction. Nevada made the tournament in 2019, and they're just on the down right now. Illinois gets the inbound. Dasumu, right corner 3. That one's off the mark, no good. And rebound to Matthew Mayer here at Baylor. Baylor now with the ball, dribbles past half court. Mayer has it at the right baseline, trying to do it himself underneath, and that is a foul. Matthew Mayer, without even passing the ball in that possession, he gets fouled trying to dribble to the hole. And Illinois picks up a personal. That's going to be their 7th team foul, so Matthew Mayer here going to shoot in a 1-on-1 bonus for Baylor. Yeah, Nevada getting destroyed right now against San Francisco. So 67% free throw shooter. Actually, they said free throw. He's going to shoot 2. It was on a shot. It looked more like he was making a move to the away from the bucket instead of to the bucket, where it looked to me that he was stripped of the basketball. But the ref said it was a shooting foul. Second free throw coming up. Mayer missed both of them. 0 for 2 that trip at the line. Rebound Illinois. Fighting Illini now with the ball as we approach the 6-minute mark remaining. Trent Frazier has it top of the key. Moves it over to the left wing. Into the hands of Miller. Miller has it. Passes over to the top here to Dasumu. Dribbles towards his right. Vital switches over to guard Dasumu. Dasumu now with the basketball. 8 on the shot clock. 5:50 remaining in this one in the first half. Dasumu still dribbles. Dribbles now at the right wing to the free throw circle. Drives inside. Floats it up at the shot clock. No good. He gets his own offensive rebound though. Puts it back outside. Illinois at the left elbow looking to pass it. Open man at the right corner. Shot fake here. Dish out to the right wing. Goes to the backcourt as that's going to go all the way out of bounds. Turnover Illinois right there. They had a wide open man around the perimeter, and they tried to just fling it over there in a right-handed pass, one-handed. And that just went way out of bounds by Illinois to the backcourt. Baylor will get it right back with 5:29 left to go. (23-23) the score right now as we are even, everybody. Good game so far. Baylor will get the inbound coming up underneath their hoop. Butler will be the inbound passer right underneath their hoop. Oh, to the cut right there, but Illinois, big dejection right there by Bershanishvili, able to just reject that cut right there as Baylor is trying to go for the alley-oop, and great defense by Illinois. Illinois has the back of the right baseline. Bershanishvili backing his way inside on Chanwa Chatua, able to get it to the bucket. Kiss off the glass, that's good for 2 by Bershanishvili. 25-23. What a game here so far. Execution has been pretty solid so far. A couple big defensive plays here. A right corner perimeter Baylor. 5 minutes left to go. Bears have it. They move it back on top into the hands of Butler. Butler has it now. Dribbles. Dribble jive. Dribbles back to the right corner now. Guarded by Bershanishvili. Butler step back 3 in the air over Bershanishvili. No good. Big offensive rebounds. Baylor going to put it up. Missed it. Too high off the glass, and it's going to get rebounded right back over to Illinois defensively. Fighting Illini have it right back. 4:35 left to go. Pass over to the right wing perimeter. Up by 2 for the Fighting Illini. They're going to slow it down as they have it at the top of the key. Into the hands of Williams. DeSumo hands it over now to Frazier at the top, who goes back over to Miller. Miller dribbles towards the right wing, guarded by Vital. Miller now with the basketball, 6 on the shot clock. Still guarded by Vital at the top of the key, 4 on the shot clock. Miller here from way outside, takes the 3, it's up, no good. Off the back iron and out, rebound back over to Baylor. Approaching 4 left to go, Bears have it. Almost lost control, but now they stumble on the ground with the ball. They're going to say no foul, and now they will. So refs blow the whistle. That's a late whistle right there, as the clock stops with 4:02, and actually, yeah, it's a whistle blown for a timeout. So not even a foul there. Jared Butler thought he was tripped dribbling at the free throw circle. And they said late whistle. It's a foul on, or no foul. It was a timeout taken by Baylor. So right now we're going to go on a timeout. Baylor scoreless for the past 2 minutes, 49 seconds in this one. Yeah, feel free to stop on by in the Behind the Arc Basketball Discord as well. Feel free to check that guys out. Let's see a Raptor with a halftime right now. His girlfriend winning against him. They're 41-39. She is the Netson versus his Hornets right now. Dixie State beating North Dakota 57-50. Man, been a whole ton of upsets here throughout college basketball so far. South Dakota State beat Iowa State today. So yeah, feel free to join the Discord. We just got the link over there. Thanks so much, Brandon, my man. Also, we got Behind the Arc Basketball. We have merchandise site here over on Teespring. We got some pretty cool stuff. I just posted it in the description. Feel free to check it out. Some pretty cool stuff. Sweatshirts, short sleeve, long sleeve shirts. Also got we also got phone cases too, stickers, pillows. So feel free to check that out over on the Behind the Arc Basketball merchandise site on Teespring. Now we have some pretty cool stuff with my logo out there. Currently on the timeout, got some scoreboard updates for everybody. Florida State won today over North Florida, and now won 86-58, the final. Missouri versus Oregon going down right now. We'll give you guys the update. Missouri leads 73-61 in that one, and then San Francisco dismantled Nevada today, 77-44 currently the score in that game. There's less than 5 minutes remaining in that Missouri versus Oregon game, by the way. And about 4 minutes remaining with San Francisco winning by 33 against Nevada. At halftime, Davidson up against UNLV 41-29. So those are quite a bit of games going on. Also, Pac-12 tipped off with this one. Washington State leads Oregon State 23-18. The score in that game. So there's quite a bit of games going on still tonight. Hey, what's good, Jay? Welcome to the stream, man. Appreciate it for sure. So let's take a look right now. With about 4 minutes left to go before halftime. Ayo Dosunmu, he has been shut down. 1 for 5 shooting. He has only got 3 points. 4 rebounds with no assists by Dosunmu. Came into this game averaging over 25. Leading scorer for Illinois off the bench, Georgi Bershonishvili, doing his work in the post on offensive rebounds. As he's got 8 points, 3 rebounds, all 3 offensive off putbacks. 4 for 6 from the floor. Kofi Coburn, he's picked up 2 quick personals, spent most of his time on the bench in this game. He's only got 2 points and 2 rebounds. So we got 3:50 left to go. We're back into action. Baylor now with the basketball after the timeout. They're going to take the 3. They knock it down from the outside. Adam Flager hits that one. Baylor by 1. Illinois has it right back, and they're going to call Illinois here on the foul they pick up offensively, so Baylor should have it right back. For Baylor in this game so far, leading scorer Jared Butler, he's got 8, 4 for 10 from the floor. He's already attempted 10 shots here. We're not even at halftime for Jared Butler. And then after that, 7 points off the bench by Adam Flagler, just hit a 3-point shot. And then 4 by Mark Vital, along with 2 rebounds, a steal on the block. Baylor had it, took the jumper inside, no good off the mark, rebound Illinois. Fighting Illini with the basketball. The key to the story here, Baylor's defense shutting down Dosunmu, where he is only 1 for 5 shooting. Illinois in a scoring drought of the last 2 minutes. 3:10 left to go here. Fighting Illini have it at the right wing perimeter as they dribble. And they lose control of the basketball. Baylor with another steal. Illinois has been turning it over recently and lately as they've had 7 total turnovers. Baylor's picked up 4 steals in this game. Baylor done a pretty solid job with the ball here. And we have a Baylor player down. Stoppage in time. Clock stops with 3:01. And Davian Mitchell, number 45 for Baylor. He is down right now. Good to see he's able to get back, help down on his feet, though. That is good. He was rolling on the ground for like a solid 15 seconds or so, as he was the one who, he went for the steal and he got poked. He got shoved down by Trent Frazier there. Wyoming losing to Incarnate Word looks like 68-60. Yeah, Wyoming got 5 victories last year. It's weird to see football on a Wednesday. Yeah, it's like the first ever NFL game, I believe, ever on a Wednesday. Yeah, no problem, Jackson here. Thanks so much for the interest, bud. Feel free to keep on coming back to the streams here. It usually takes about 3 months or so, because a lot of the people who have the blue wrench here, they've been here for ages on the channel, but it takes around like 3 months or so. Just keep on coming back to future streams, man, and if you're here around February or so, I'll hit you up on one. If you're around February still on the channel. 26-25 to score. Baylor took the ball up the court, and they're going to say that Baylor picks up the offensive foul away from the basketball. Number 23, Jonathan Chanwa-Chatua picked up the foul, and Illinois will have it right back. Yeah, no problem, man. Illinois has it right back here. 2:45 left to go. Dasumu has it top of the key, as he is guarded by Flagler. Oh, nice pass inside. Dasumu over to Bershanishvili, able to get behind the defense. Throws it down right there with a right-handed flush. Illinois captures the lead. Georgi Bershanishvili, 10 points in this game off the bench. 2:30 left to go here before halftime. Baylor down by 1 to get the basketball. Bears take the jumper. Right elbow knocks it down. Able to get some separation was Masio Teague. Back and forth, here we go. Illinois has it, dribbles past half court. What's good? March Madness Analysis. Glad to have you in the stream, man. He is back. Gotta tell you again, loves my channel. Could my March Madness Analysis YouTube channel get a shout out? Thanks so much, man, for stopping by, brother. March Madness Analysis. Really appreciate it, man, for finding my channel. 2 minutes approaching the mark left to go. Dasumu has it, the left wing perimeter. Dasumu now with the basketball as he dribbles. Swarmed by one defender, missed it, hit the rim short, tipped up in the air, rebound back over to Baylor. Chanwa-Chatua got it, almost lost control of it, but Baylor with his teammate able to save it right there for the Bears as they take it, floats it up off the right foot, no good, tipped up in the air. Illinois going to get the basketball right back. Fighting Illini with a rebound, minute 35 left to go. Into the hands of Frazier, passes back outside, wide open 3, takes it, the big fella, Bershanishvili cashes it off the triple, and Illinois captures the lead again. 30-28, Georgi having a game for himself in this one. Georgi came to play today here. He's got 13 points in this one, leading scorer in this game. 1:17 remaining first half. Baylor took it up the court. And the clock will stop here. It's going to be personal. It's picked up by Ayo. First personal by Dasumu here as the clock will stop. Ayo Dasumu been shut down in this game so far. 17 minutes, only 3 points. 1 for 6 shooting from the floor. Kofi Coburn as well in early foul trouble. Baylor stopped the big two, Dasumu and Coburn in this game, but they forgot to stop Georgi Bershanishvili. 6 for 8 shooting. And he made his lone 3-point shot as Baylor just completely left him wide open. He knocked it down a couple of moments ago. Free throws at the line as Baylor is actually in the bonus here. 1-1. First shot at the free throw line, and Chanwa-Chatua knocks it down, puts it to a 1-point game. So yeah, I'm trying to get used to these transfer names here. We got quite a bit of them in this game. For Baylor, we got 2 transfers. Jonathan Chanwa-Chatua from UNLV, as he's a sophomore in this team. An awesome Adam Flagler from Presbyterian. Both of these players were sit-out transfers last season. Second free throw, that one's no good at the line by Chanwa-Chatua. Back over to Illinois off the rebounds. Fighting Illini now with the basketball, approaching 1 minute left to play before halftime. Thanks so much, Jackson, for stopping on by, man. Really appreciate it. And glad to have you on the Discord, man. Awesome. Right corner. Illinois with it, going to take the deep 2 jumper. It's up, no good, rattled out, fight for the rebound. Mark Vital, soaring high, gets that board right there as Baylor has it. 50 seconds left to go before halftime. Davian Mitchell has it, dribble. in the key. Oh, nice pass underneath, and an even better block right there by Illinois. Great defensive play by the Fighting Illini. Off the spot. Illinois takes up the court, and they're going to take a timeout as well, as we got 41 seconds left to go. Huge block right there. Coming into the game off the bench was Hawkins. Able to get that block for Illinois there. Number 33, Coleman Hawkins. Massive block. So we are going to go into a timeout here. 44 seconds, or 41 seconds remain here before halftime. It's going to be Illinois ball right after the timeout. Yeah, a lot of good games coming up. Hey, what's good? I'm not Aiden. Welcome to the stream here. Virginia Tech fan. Appreciate Bud for stopping on by. Yeah, actually, Iowa doesn't take on, yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Iowa doesn't take on Virginia. Iowa takes on North Carolina next week for their matchup. That should actually be a good game. Iowa versus UNC. Next week, it's Virginia that takes on Michigan State next week for that Big Ten ACC matchup. So we are back to action after the timeout here. It's going to be Illinois basketball. They're up by 1. 30 seconds left to go here before halftime. Fighting Illini gets the ball in the inbounds. Trent Frazier has it now. 12 seconds on the shot clock. 13-second differential shot clock and game clock. Illinois has it. Down to 6 on the shot clock. Ball poked loose. Mayer tries to come up with a steal, and Baylor does get it. Jared Butler here on the 3-on-2. Driving into the lane. Floats it up and got it for 2. Points off of turnovers. Baylor able to get that with 11 seconds left to go. They recapture the lead. Illinois, final possession left to go before halftime. Ayo Dosunmu has it top of the key. 4 seconds. 3 gives it over to the left wing. Step back 3 in the air. Illinois, no good. Air ball at the horn, and we go into halftime. And Baylor leading it by 1 off of points off of turnovers. Helping out the Bears here in the first half in this one, as Illinois had their struggles in the first 3 games of the season turning over the basketball. And once again today, they have turned it over 8 times in the first half. And Baylor here with, in this game so far, 5 steals, leading the points off of turnovers as we head into halftime of the Bears by 1. Hey, what's good? G-Man Cole, appreciate it, bud, for stopping by. It's about to place a sports bet here. Gonna see what the over and under are. For sure, man. So, let's see here. I'll take a look at that to see over-under stuff if I can bring it up. Let's see here. Over-under, Baylor was a 5-point favorite in this one. Over-under set at 145 for this game right now. I think it might have a chance to go over that 145 mark. Yeah, great game so far. I think the scoring's gonna pick up here quite a bit in the second half. So we got 61 on the board so far. Scoring might pick up in the second half. I predicted this one 82-80. The second half really picked up in the last game. I covered Gonzaga against West Virginia, and that was a really slow start in that one, and then the scoring picked up in the second half. Yeah, really good game so far. Thoughts on the Hokies? I'm shocked about Virginia Tech right now with that win over Villanova, but I'm not sold on Virginia Tech just yet. They just need some more like resume building games over for their team. They got a really young team, but I think that's more of like a surprising game and poor play by Villanova or so. Yeah, North Carolina is really young. I wouldn't say that they're struggling. They took it right down to the wire to Texas. It's just Texas has got the vets in their team. Texas has got a ton of upperclassmen, and it showed with a clutch shot today. Right there by Matt Coleman for the win. Matt Coleman, cold-blooded, hits the game-winning jumper for Texas. That's awesome. Yeah, best of luck to you, man, G-Man. Hopefully, fingers crossed that we'll be able to get you to win some money today. So live total 137.5 Ian put out. jump on the over before it's too late right there. Yeah, I definitely say pick the over for that, because I think this game's going to pick up some more scoring in the second half. The first game I covered, Gonzaga just exploded in the second half scoring. Let's see, what do I think about Flagler College beating Central Michigan 92-73? Central Michigan, a D1 school losing to a non-D1 school. Well, that's embarrassing if you're a D1 school and you couldn't win against a non-D1 school. Ouch. Central Michigan Chippewas. Yeah, they oh my goodness, yeah. Ouch. And they get destroyed. That's a problem. Central Michigan, oh wow. Yeah, I didn't even look to see how bad Central Michigan was until right now. Central Michigan's 0-3. Yeah, they look abysmal. They get destroyed against Florida International. They lost against UIC. Ouch. What's good, Yannick Mystic? Welcome back on the stream, man. Glad to have you on the channel once again. Do I think Mike Young can lead the Hokies to where Buzz Williams left them? I think eventually it's going to happen there. They have a really young team. I think I'm still not sold this year. I feel like they're going to be a 1 or 2 week wonder right now for Virginia Tech to be in the top 25 and then go out of the top 25. But I think their future is really bright for Virginia Tech. They have such a young team. I think really bright future there. I think it's more of a game that Villanova just couldn't close out. They had poor play late in that one and lost in overtime. So end of the second half for Raptor right now, tied up 74-74, and we have overtime here. He doesn't know how his girlfriend is all of a sudden good, but he is the Hornets there in that one. What a game. Yep, Villanova against Texas on Sunday. That's going to be a great game there, for sure. Thanks so much for the update, AK16. So, yeah, Missouri, impressive. 80-73, trying to close it out. Final 20 seconds there. Missouri looking for the W over Oregon. That is huge for Missouri to put them right on the spot there and get the upset. By the way, it's not shocking to me, though, because Oregon, I didn't know until I checked Twitter, right before he started his stream off, is that Will Richardson, the starting point guard for Oregon, he happened to be out of this game. He is out for 6 weeks, by the way, for thumb injury. So that, of course, major loss there. Oregon is short on guards in the roster. They only have Chris Duarte, and I think only one other guard, Amari Hardy. That is it. They only have 2 guards on the roster. Yeah, I'm definitely going to enable that. I'll enable that probably over the weekend, Braden. Thanks so much, man, because it seems like people are actually interested here, so I'm definitely going to take a look at that and probably going to enable it when I have the chance, like over the weekend or like Friday or so. Yeah, best of luck to you, G-Man Cole. Hopefully you'll be able to win some big money tonight, man. Hopefully you'll be able to win the bets. Oregon State up against Washington State by 3. Yeah, that's probably a battle for like the last 2 Pac-12 teams, most likely. And then Oregon, or Washington. Washington is going to be down there as well. But yeah, Oregon disappointing. I feel like this year for the Pac-12, it's going to be really disappointing, I feel like, for the Pac-12 this year. USC here, though. Ian's team. USC has been doing a great job so far. That's a huge game tomorrow. UConn against USC. I'm going to take UConn in a very tight game there tomorrow. UConn's a deep team. So my prediction for that, 66-64. I'm going to take UConn by 2. Against USC tomorrow. And the other game, actually, I'm going to take Boston College tomorrow over Florida, 73-71. I was not leaning towards that way, but since how Florida played today against Army, that was just really disappointing. Florida almost let one slip against Army. I'll take BC in that one because Florida has a quick turnaround too for tomorrow. It's just really disappointing for Florida. They have just so much talent on their roster and just Mike White, this is a make or break it season for him, and it's basically both of these coaches here, Mike White, Jim Christian, going up against each other tomorrow, and both of them are right now on the hot seat. Hey, we get another dono, my man Ionic Mystic. Thanks so much for the dono, brother. You are the absolute man here. Let's get some dono hype down the chat for my man Ionic Mystic. Thanks for the streams while he does his school online. I appreciate it, bud. Alex here, welcome to the stream. And as well, yes, so Oregon State as well. That's another, yeah, Trez Tinkle right on the, or Wayne Tinkle, Trez's father, right on the hot seat, because, yeah, Trez was basically the entire scoring throughout the past couple of years, or so, a 4-year starter playing under his father. Evan, welcome on the channel, man. No problem that you're late here. Glad to have you on board. Let's see, Alex putting out thoughts about the Gophers here. Marcus Carr, I think that's another sleeper team with Minnesota. They have a great backcourt there for Minnesota. So I think they got a really tough conference, but Minnesota could squeak into the NCAA tournament. Big Ten's absolutely loaded this year with teams. Penn State buzzer beater, yep, against VCU. I think Penn State's going to be bottom of the Big Ten for this season. Yeah, there's only like 3 teams I'm going to count out of the Big Ten that's not going to make the tournament. Penn State, Nebraska, and Northwestern. Those 3, and then everybody else is fair game there. And I think Minnesota has the chance to shock people. And I feel like Ohio State right now, because I picked in my preseason top 25. I actually had Ohio State in the back, like 20s of that. And I'm not impressed right now by Ohio State. I think North Carolina is going to destroy Ohio State in a couple of weeks. Going to get revenge on that game that they called last year where UNC absolutely got obliterated by Ohio State. And I see like 11, 12, possibly 13 losses for the Buckeyes on that schedule. Possibly there. So they probably won't even make the tournament right now. Who should you be rooting for if you're a Badger fan right now in this one? You can probably... Yeah, that's right, because you're in a conference with Illinois, that's right. But also, you got to move past Baylor. Yeah, you should probably be rooting for Illinois, actually, for your conference in this one, if you want to move past Baylor in this game. Because if Baylor loses this one, then they're going to take on Gonzaga, which has the chance to put Baylor with 2 losses this week, send Baylor 2-2, if that happens. And that would allow... Well, Illinois would go up in the standings, that's the thing, too. It's going to be interesting to see how this all goes out. Let's see, I'm going to scroll up and see Raptors recap. Missouri wins 83-75. Big W over Oregon there. Let's see. Raptors girlfriend won 85-79. Jarrett Allen bullied him. 27 points. Terry Rozier, big oof for him. Only 8 points and won 1 for 13 from 3. Ouch. In 5 years of dating, this is her 3rd time winning. 3rd time out of at least 150 games. Rip. Oh, man, it's a big rip right there. Big upset. Yeah, Michigan canceled their game against Ohio State even though the cases are low. Wow. They're just bailing out, it looks like. Wow. Yeah, I thought that Seth Towns would be back by now for Ohio State, but the games that they have played, it's been close competition. Like it took them like down to the wire against UMass Lowell in that game. I'm a Providence fan, by the way, and I'm a fan of Providence and URI, and Providence has been really struggling today. They got destroyed against Alabama, and Alabama got crushed against Stanford. So Providence has got a lot of work to do if they want to be in the tournament. That's just a bad loss for them. BYU had a bad loss yesterday against USC. And then, I guess it's all about the team chemistry, because Rhode Island could have been 5-0 right now if they had won those 2 games. Arizona State, they had it. They just couldn't close it out against Arizona State and BC. They lost at the free throw line and just completely changed their game throughout the rest of Mohegan Sun. They were just completely better against USF and South Florida and San Francisco at the line, and today just stopped Seton Hall. Do I think Missouri's going to get ranked? I think there's a great chance there for Missouri to get ranked, Ty. So Oregon's going to go out of the top 25. Oregon, big game against Seton Hall coming up. Yes, I covered a Duke-Michigan State game, so yeah, I did see Duke lose in that one. Not really impressive. They got a lot of work on for Duke. Yeah, San Francisco is pretty good. It's all about their three-point shots. They beat Virginia. I feel like that's more... Virginia only lost by 1. I feel like that's more of a surprise game for Virginia, just how Villanova lost against Virginia Tech. Virginia had... That game was at 11:30 in the morning, so Virginia probably just didn't wake up and didn't make their shots. If you play that game at any other time slot or so, that's not in the AM, Virginia would probably come out and get the W. And reason why San Francisco won that game is because they took 3-point shots, and they made a ton. They made a ton of 3-point shots. Hey, what's good, Ant? Welcome back in the stream. Oof. Let's be respectful to each team we got, though. Let's type in a D right there, G-Man, instead. Hey, thanks so much, Ty, for stopping by, man. Really appreciate it, and you must be excited about the W, dude, from Missouri. That's a huge win for them. Absolute sleeper team out of the SEC. Yeah, Illinois State scored 177 in the game today, and that's the same team that Murray State dropped over 170 points on. So that's just an awful team. Non-D1 schools. Yeah, that's Greenville. Greenville somehow scored 108. I don't even know why they keep track of that game there for standings. They should just put that as an exhibition. Like, every single non-D1 team that you play against, it should be kept track as exhibition. It shouldn't even count towards the standings. Because some of these teams are taking on random teams. Central Michigan lost to a non-Division 1 school today. And they lost to them by 19 points. Oh, interesting question, WinVal. I'll take a look at that and see if I can find out who the highest scoring team is. I'm really interested. I think it's Murray State. Because Murray State had like 170 plus in their first game. And they only played that one game. Both of these teams came into this game averaging 99 per game. They were both top 10 in scoring heading into this one. Yeah, Murray State is, well, heading in today. Murray State played the second game today, though. They scored way less points. And they also lost that game. They lost against Middle Tennessee today. That's a pretty bad loss, 78-61. But before today, Murray State came in today with 173 points in their first game. So that's Murray State was number 1 heading in today. Hey, welcome in, Connor. Appreciate for stopping by. Ooh, team that I dislike here. I think I get this question a couple of times. I would probably go for Georgetown and North Carolina State there for 2 teams I'm not a fan of. Number 1, Georgetown. Well, I'm a Providence fan, so Georgetown always seems to wreck Providence's path to the tournament, like sometimes, and then whenever Georgetown goes into the tournament, they just can't live up to their expectations. They always get upset in the first rounds or so. I remember when Ohio was a 15 seed, beat Georgetown in the tournament. That had to be like a decade ago. It's been some pretty bad losses. Like, when I see Georgetown in the tournament bracket, I always go against them. I'm like, first round upset right there. Yes, this game's on ESPN. And then North Carolina State, there's been a couple things here on the channel with some people from NC State that came into the chat. And yeah, it's too bad with those fans that we had here on the channel. Do I think San Francisco can make it to March Madness? They had the quality win against Virginia. They've been up and down 3-2. They had the loss to Rhode Island by double digits. They're gonna have to win their way in with some big wins. They're gonna have to get second in the conference and beat BYU, and they're gonna have to find a way to beat Gonzaga at least once for me to see if San Francisco can get in. They're gonna have to beat Gonzaga at least once to make it in there, and make sure they don't get any bad losses on the schedule, like against like Portland or Loyola Marymount, like any of those teams on the schedule, like bottom of the pack WCC teams. What is a random bad team that I would want in March Madness? For a random bad team that would go into March Madness or so. Probably something like Quinnipiac or something. Quinnipiac's from Connecticut. It's like a random team from the NEC or the MAAC, like a random team like that. The Jets going 0-16. Let's see, there was a couple other questions here since we're at half. Steelers are 11-0, likely winning next week. Do I think they can actually go undefeated? I'll say no there for the Steelers going undefeated. I think they have like the easiest schedule so far out of anybody as far as schedule strength. Let's see. Oh, yeah, they got tough games coming up. I think they'll win against Washington, but I see like 2 losses possibly for the Steelers at Buffalo on Sunday Night Football. I think Buffalo will win that game. That might be out in a snowstorm. Buffalo got lake effect snow, I think, yesterday. So I think that game at Buffalo, that might be having inclement weather at it too on December 13th. And then there's also a game against the Colts there. That one Indianapolis could very well take that one too. So we are right back into it, 31-30 the score. Just finished halftime, and now we start the second half, everybody. If you guys are new in the stream, spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and here we go. Illinois going left to right in the court. They get the inbound as they get the basketball first. At the right corner perimeter, Ayo Dasumu, he has been shut down, only 3 points, 1 for 6 shooting from the floor. Puts it into the hands of Adam Miller. A reason why Illinois has been only down by 1 right now is because of Georgi Barshanishvili. He's got 13 points, 6 for 8 from the floor off of a couple big putbacks. Illinois inside, going to put up the jumper, and that is good right there off the pass from the outside. Adam Miller able to hit down the triple to start off. Great start for Illinois here. Baylor now, first possession with the basketball, 50 seconds through. They have it at the left elbow. Davian Mitchell, pass over to the top of the key, shot fake. Dribbles now, Butler. Inside the key, moves it back outside to Mitchell. Mitchell at the right wing, pass over to Butler. Deep 3, jacks up, and no good. Hit the rim, short offensive rebound, Vital. Couldn't put it up, and it goes off the top of the backboard with a foul called. The big man, Kofi Coburn, in a lot of foul trouble here. Picks up his 3rd personal, and the clock will stop with 18:52. Baylor's a really undersized team, and Kofi Coburn, 7-foot center here. He hasn't received many minutes today in this game, and right there, just a costly fall. He's going to have to get sent to the bench as well. So more time spent on the bench now for Coburn. Baylor. Oh, nice cut right there to the right baseline as they inbounded it, and they're going to get fouled once again. 2nd personal with 1:09 through here by Illinois. Picked up. That time happened on Adam Miller, picked up the foul. It's going to send 2 shots here. My COT going to the free throw line. Yeah, for sure, Jackson. Bill's starting to get great. I remember, I think it was like 2 years ago, Buffalo was just horrendous, and now they've just picked it up. It's always like an AFC East team that's like historically bad. Like 2 years ago was Buffalo, last year was the Dolphins, and then they got better and better towards the end of the season. Dolphins are actually good this year and got a pretty solid defense, and now it's the Jets that's just abysmal. 32 even. 18:40 left to go as he went 1 for 2 that trip by Maciot at the free throw line. Illinois basketball at the left wing perimeter. Adam Miller has it. Moves over to the top of the key. Pass over to the right wing here to Frazier. Frazier Bounce pass to the left wing. Left baseline, they dribble. Moves it back over to Bershanishvili. Takes a deep two and banks it. Right there off the backboard. That's good by Georgi Bershanishvili. And he is the reason why Illinois is leading this game here. Georgi with 15 tonight. And through the first 3 games combined, he had 15 total. 2 minutes through the second half. Baylor basketball. Jared Butler pass over to the top of the key to Teague. Teague has his. He is guarded by Miller here. 15 on the shot clock. Dribbles towards his right. Hands it over now to Vital, who hands it right back over to Butler. Butler dribbles now at the free throw circle. Floats it up over the top. Missed it, but they get the offensive rebound. Vital dribbles back out. Looks to pass it here. He does. Inside. Underneath. Going to float it up, and that's good. Hard-fought bucket right there. Flo Thamba for 2. Tie game up. 34 even. Yeah, huge W today by Texas there. Matt Coleman, what a clutch shot. 17:32 left to go. Illinois has the basketball. Ball was on the ground as there was a scramble after the ball. And Flo Thamba comes in late, picks up the personal as Bershanishvili got to the basketball first. So 3rd personal picked up by Flo Thamba. Clock will stop 17:32. Yeah, Raptor remembers last year watching Illinois against Michigan State with his family. Kofi Coburn's name popped up and his little brother said, how you think it is, and his mom flipped out at him. That's too funny. I remember that game. Illinois was trailing by 20, and then they came right back. They took the lead, and then Michigan State got the game-winning bucket. And then Ayo had the basketball. He slipped on the floor in the final seconds, and Illinois lost by 1. That was a heartbreak type of game. What did I think about the ACC this year? Best conference? I would go with the Big Ten for the best conference for this season. But welcome in Dylan here. Thanks so much for stopping by, man. I'm not sold on Syracuse just yet. They got a great offense, but defensively, a lot of questions in that first game against Bryant there. Baylor with a shot from the perimeter. They take the 3. They knock it down. Davian Mitchell on fire right there from the outside. First 3 minutes through. 17 minutes remaining here. Illinois now with the ball. They have it at the left wing. Desumu dribbles towards the top. Passes back outside to Frazier. Frazier guarded by Mitchell. As he tried to pass it, and it's going to get tipped out of bounds, looks like. It's on Baylor here out of bounds. Clock will stop with 16:45. Yes, so, yeah, I have video games, Jackson. I played NCAA and also football games for video games. I have all the classics, though, like PS1, PS2. 16:40 left to go. Illinois now with the ball at the right wing perimeter. DeMonte Williams has it. Passes over now as Ayo tries to float it up. No good as an air ball. Great defense by Baylor. Butler takes it up the court now as Butler will float it up. Now with no good. Roll around the rim. Big offensive rebound. Chamba Chatua pass outside to the right corner. Right baseline dribble. Butler passes out to a wide open top of the key 3. He was off balance though and missed it. That's usually a make right there as they missed it at the top of the key by Masio Teague. He gets his own offensive rebounds. Teague, though, has it at the left wing. Dribble drive inside. Teague, big block right there by Bershanishvili. Illinois picks it up. Here they go with numbers. On the 3-on-2. Takes the 3 in transition. Ayo drains it down. Ayo Desumu finally hits something. We're tied up at 37. 6 points. Now he's missed 7 shots, but that one a big one. Anybody's game tied up. 15:45 left to go. Baylor basketball. At the top of the key into the hands here. Masio Teague. Teague is guarded all over by Ayo. Ball gets tipped away. Actually, it was Miller who's guarding him. And Teague able to hand this one over to Butler now. Butler, ball poked loose on the ground, and they pick it up. Illinois with a steal. One man to beat Ayo. Cashes it in. Ayo getting hot right now. 2 buckets, 5 points. In transition. 15:20 left to go. Hey, what's good, Brady? Welcome to stream, man. Michigan State looking impressive so far. They share the ball really well. Replacing the big question as we get a timeout here. The big question heading into the season was replacing Cassius Winston, but Michigan State doing it right now with multiple players trying to get it done, and they've done a great job. Just everybody making contributions when I covered them against Duke. And Rocket Watts is a breakout player. He's gonna break out big time this season for sure. Badger. Big Ten absolutely stacked. Big Ten is stacked, and Big 12 is a really conference too. You have 7 solid teams in the Big 12 and just three teams that's going to struggle, I feel like. There's 2 pretty abysmal teams in the Big 12. Kansas State and Iowa State. TCU when conference play starts up, I feel like TCU is going to get destroyed by the competition. Much better talent than Oklahoma on the bubble. Oklahoma State I have in front of Oklahoma there. And then after that, just at the top, it is stacked. And the Big 12 at the top there with Baylor, West Virginia, Texas, just really stacked at the top. Texas Tech, Kansas. Kansas might finish 5th in the conference, actually, for this season. It's that stacked for the Big 12. Who's my least favorite football player? Oh, man. Who's my least favorite football player? Ooh, good question. Right now we're in a timeout. Let's see. Oh, I know. Sony Michel is my, I'm not a big Sony Michel fan. I'm a Patriots fan, by the way, and, yeah, they got to get rid of that dude for Sony Michel. Why they even draft him? Absolute draft bust. He's just not tough. He always gets hurt, and he just never plays. And same thing as N'Keal Harry, just big fat draft bust that they got with N'Keal Harry too. G-Man Cole thinks Ohio State's an amazing basketball team. No one can beat us. Even though UMass Lowell is close to beating Ohio State. Right there. Looks like they go hard in the paint too, according to G-Man. Well, they had that major loss with Kayla Wesson there, so they really need something more in the paint, and they don't have Seth Towns back. So Seth Towns still not healthy. Without Seth Towns, they look like they could very well drop out of the top 25 very, very soon for Ohio State. Very soon. The Pac-12 right now is really just struggling with teams as well. Out of the Pac-12. Let's see, which Pac-12 team can go deep into the tournament this year? Right now, it's been a struggle for the Pac-12. Ooh. Since Vaughn's out in California here. I would probably go Stanford right now, leaning towards Stanford and more of these teams. UCLA's dealing with injuries, and Oregon is dealing with a short, really thin on injuries at the point guard position. Will Richardson's out for 6 weeks. So we're back from a timeout here, 39-37. Oh, Arizona State, actually. Yeah, I would go, Arizona State. Actually, if they can tighten up defensively, that's the thing there. Stanford looked good against UNC, and then Stanford just today no-show against Indiana there. That's the thing. I think Indiana, people are going to be sleeping on Indiana. I think Indiana's a good team. They went back to the basics today, feeding the ball inside of Trace Jackson Davis, and I think Indiana could very well make it to a couple rounds through into the tournament. We're back into it. Baylor got the shot. That's good. So we're tied up at 39. 14.5 left to go. Illinois now with the basketball. 15 on the shot clock. They have it at the left wing perimeter. Curbelo, the 4-star freshman, he has it. Hands it over to Ayo. Ayo now turns the corner. Pass inside, and he flung it over the head right there. Barshanishvili, as it was on target there. Barshanishvili just wasn't able to react in time, and it went on the bounce of the baseline. So Baylor will have it right back. Timeout taken on the floor. As we'll take another stoppage in time now. 14-18 left to go, second half. Hey, what's good, sports expert? Welcome in, man, for stopping on by. Yeah, EJ Liddell is due for a huge season there. Glad to have you in the channel, bud. Yeah, Indiana looked really impressive today for sure, man. Shut down Zaire Williams. I'm a Providence fan, and Indiana just destroyed Providence yesterday. Oh, man. N'Faly Dante, he's supposed to be a breakout player. He just only had 2 points. Ouch. He really needs a huge season this year. Most overrated team right now in the top 25. I'll probably take Oregon right now, because Oregon's dealing with a lot of injuries, so they're an automatic dropout right now. They lost today to Missouri, and also Ohio State as well. I feel like once conference play starts up and the Big Ten starts beating on each other, Ohio State's going to be out of the top 25. I think Creighton's positioned a little bit too high at number 9 for them. And in Kansas, they did not play like a top 7 team at all. for Kansas there. There's teams I feel like that deserve to be ranked, and they're going to be coming in very shortly. Teams that I feel like that deserve to be ranked. St. Louis, they deserve to be ranked coming up. Also San Diego State. So those two, I would love to see ranked there. San Diego State, St. Louis coming up. Indiana, if they keep on playing like they have, they just had that one bad game yesterday. But Indiana, once again, they torched Stanford today. If Indiana keeps on playing like they are, they should make it to the top 25. And then I see UConn. UConn is a deep team. Yeah, Virginia Tech I feel like is going to be a 1 or 2 week team in the top 25. They're going to drop out. That was more like a shocking win against Villanova. Virginia Tech did that last year against Michigan State too. So I feel like they're just like a 1 or 2 week wonder. That's right with Kentucky. Kentucky is going to drop out, it looks like, most likely. So a lot of new faces to the top 25 coming up. And low-key, Clemson has been playing really good low-key. Yeah, I agree there, Ant. West Virginia's really tough. They had a phenomenal first half against Gonzaga. It was just Sheboy got into foul trouble and they lost this. We got right back into this one. Baylor with the ball, lob over the top, and they're going to go throw that alley-oop jam, throwing it down with a two-handed flush right after the timeout as we are back in. 13:50 left to go. That was a huge dunk right there by Chanwa Chatua. Davion Mitchell with a huge assist. I haven't put up the Christmas tree just yet, Roger. It's going to come up very soon, though. Davion Mitchell just picked up the reach, and that's his third foul he just picked up. Hey, what's good, DSP? Welcome to the stream, man. Appreciate it, bud, for stopping on by. Inbound coming up for Illinois. Jumper, free throw circle. They knock it down. That's a big shot right there by Curbelo. Tie game up at 41. This one living up to its hype today. 13:35 left to go. Baylor has it. At the left wing, left baseline dribble into the hands of Flagler, and Adam Flagler here gonna go to the free throw line as Curbelo picks up the foul. Clock will stop with 13:33. That's his third personal. Do I think that Michigan State can win it all? I don't think that they can win it all right now. My pick is Gonzaga still to win it all. There's a couple other teams up there, but I feel like Michigan State's going to be an Elite 8 team, I feel like, for them this season, most likely. Hey, what's good, Luciano? Welcome to the stream, man. This game is over on ESPN. So, that's in the U.S., though. So, I'm not sure if you can find it out in Argentina, but welcome to the stream, man. Baylor here was actually, the foul was before that shot. They got the inbound, they took the jumper, they got it down. Flagler's got 9 points so far as he hit the jumper. 43-41 the score, 13:16 left to go. Illinois with the ball, takes it up the court, and Illinois going to go to the line here. Flagler picks up the personal. So clock stops at 13:16. Yeah, feel free to check out Ryan's channel there, the Dayton Flyers channel. That's awesome, man. Glad to hear that you start out that channel. Got a big game coming up this week against SMU. Who do you think is going to win the Big Ten? I think it's going to come down to Iowa or Illinois to win the Big Ten. My preseason pick was Iowa to win the Big Ten. I got in order top 4. I think all 4 teams going to be top 12 teams. Iowa, Illinois, Wisconsin, and then Michigan State. And Rutgers looking like they're going to be 5th. Yeah, sports expert surprised Kayla Wesson left Ohio State, and now he's undrafted free agent now for him. He was pretty solid last year for Kayla Wesson. Helped out a ton inside for Ohio State. Free throws, both of them go down at the line by Illinois. Tie game up at 43. Baylor, entry pass into the lane. Chanwa Chatua, pass outside. They have it at the right wing perimeter for Baylor. Baylor has it now. Right baseline dribble. Nice dish underneath. Couldn't finish, so it's vital. But there was a blocking foul, though, call here. Clock will stop with 12:51. It's going to be Ayo, the one that picked up the foul. So Ayo now, he picks up his second personal in this game. It's going to send 2 free throws coming up by Chanwa Chatua at the free throw line. Someone has to show the game on YouTube. Yeah, there's been a lot of people showing the game recently. First free throw, that's up, that's good. 43-44, or 44-43. Chanwa Chatua, 4 for 5 tonight at the free throw line for the transfer from UNLV. Second one coming up. Yeah, feel free to join the Discord over there in the Behind the Arc Basketball Discord we got going on. Braden just posted a link in the chat. Second free throw, he got it by Chanwa Chatua. He's got 7.6 rebounds today. Illinois now with the basketball. At the top of the key with Dasumu. He is getting shut down today in this one. Only got 8 points so far. Left corner 3 as he passed over to Miller. Missed it. Rebound Baylor. Bears now with the basketball. 12.5 left to go. At the top of the key into the hands of Mayer. Floats it up, hit the front rim, and Coburn back into the game. Tried to come up with a rebound, couldn't get it though. It's in his hands, but Mayer somehow from the pile gets it up. Missed the floater once again, and Coburn this time soars up high, gets the rebounds. Kofi Coburn with the basketball pass half court, moves it over to Frazier now. Frazier puts the ball into the hands of Dasumu. 12 minutes as we approach the mark left to go. Dasumu has it at the edge of the Jimmy V Classic logo. Dasumu dribbles. He's going to take a 3. It's no good. Right there on the fadeaway. Rebound Baylor. Dasumu having a rough game so far. 3 for 11 shooting from the floor. Baylor has it. Jared Butler at the top of the key, guarded by Dasumu. Pass over to the right wing perimeter. And now they hand it over into the hands of Teague. He's at the free throw circle. Dribble drive inside with the left hand. Teague got it to fall. Up and in for 2 off the kiss off the glass by Masio Teague. 11.5 left remaining here. Illinois down by 4. Masio Teague with 5 today. Illinois has it into the hands of number 44, the freshman Adam Miller. Hands it over now to Dasumu. Right baseline dribble. Oh, nice dish to the cutter, and that's a no foul there. Wow, Illinois looking for the foul. There was heavy contact. Refs say play on. Baylor comes up with a rebound. Butler gonna float it up, and they're gonna say that Jared Butler driving inside, elbowed right into a Illinois player here, and it's gonna go right back over to Illinois. Clock will stop with 11-12. Wow, that's a shock there in that last play. I thought that Illinois was gonna go to the free throw line. That was a great cut to the bucket there. And Baylor there just swarming defensively, and they called no foul. So right now we're in the timeout. 11-12 left to go. Great game so far tonight. Really living up to its hype. Yeah, Rocket Watts is a stud, Brady. He's going to break out this season in his sophomore year. Rocket Watts is going to be on fire before the season's over. He's got a lot to look forward to. He had a great game yesterday. Hey, what's good, L? Welcome to the stream. Hope all is well. Welcome to the channel, Garrett. Yeah, same with me, sports expert. Pretty shocked that they haven't cracked down on that or so. A lot of people have done it lately. So right now we're in the timeout, taking a look box score numbers in this one. Off the bench, Georgie Bershonishvili leading the Illinois scoring with 15 points, 7 for 10 shooting in this game, and Baylor's defense shutting down the big two. Ayo Dasumu, 8 points, 3 for 11 from the floor. That is it for him today. And Kofi Coburn's only got 2 points as he has been in foul trouble quite a bit. He has 3 personals to his name so far in this game. Hey, what's good behind the Arc fan? Yeah, huge trade today in the NBA there. So Russell Westbrook going to the Wizards now. John Wall being swapped for him, going to Houston there. So Houston now in a gigantic rebuild. Yeah, so welcome back in, man. Hope school went well today. Sandwich09, welcome to the stream. As far as Baylor's numbers, leading scorer Jared Butler, he's got 10 points in a slugfest type of game here. As far as this one, 7 points off the bench by Chanwa Chatua. Also got 9 rebounds, helping out a ton on the boards once again. 9 points by the Presbyterian transfer Adam Flagler. And then 6 by Mitchell and Vital. Mark Vital also got 6 rebounds. Baylor able to get 5 steals early. They forced in this game 9 turnovers that Illinois has turned it over in this one. Baylor with 7 total turnovers. Who do I think will win National Player of the Year? Right now, still going to stick with Luka Garza for that. I've got Virginia Tech as overrated, in my opinion. Really young team, and I'm not finding them to be a sleeper right now. I think that was more of a poor play by Villanova to close out that game. It's more of just a shocking victory there. As we're back to action, Illinois with the ball, and he turned it over past half court. Baylor with a steal and makes them pay. Baylor lays it up and in off the steal. That's good for 2. Baylor up by 6. 10:50 left remaining. This is a great game here. At the top of the key for Illinois, Desumu now with the basketball. As he is guarded by Mitchell. At the left wing, pass over to the right wing perimeter to Trent Frazier. Takes the 3, and oh, nice one. Kiss off the glass. That is good for the triple right there by Adam Frazier. Puts it to a 3-point game with 10:33 left to go, and a quick timeout taken here by Brad Underwood for Illinois as they are down by 2, and Baylor with 2 timeouts as well. Hey, what's good, Mitch? Appreciate it, man, for stopping on by. Hope all is well. Yeah, Richmond is all upperclassmen right there that dominated Kentucky, and that was the difference there between young versus experience on the court there. Which team in the top 25 would be a surprise pick to win it all? Brady puts out here as far as teams in the top 25. Shocking pick here to win it all. I'd probably go with Rutgers. I'd go with Rutgers there in the top 25. Because they're sitting right now at number 24. And Rutgers a pretty solid team this year. They're just in a stacked Big Ten. They are being overshadowed by so many great teams out in the Big Ten. Now Rutgers is being overshadowed. And yeah, Richmond is one of the teams being overlooked too. Outside of that, St. Louis looks really good so far as well. They beat LSU without 2 of their starters. Which face am I desperate to see someday, Vaughn puts? That'll be yours someday streaming. Hey, awesome, Mitch. He had 6:30 a.m. practice today. Early practice for you, man. Hope all is going well there. What's my opinion about Texas? Dude, they look so good defensively. Absolute great team defensively. And they got the star and Matt Coleman there. Absolute clutch. And that's huge there for Texas. So they're a really good team right now for Texas, and they got experience. That's the thing there. Huge season for Shaka Smart, too, as we're back to action right now. Baylor with the basketball off the inbound. They're going to pass it outside, takes a 3, and they knock it down. Adam Flagler hits it from the left wing, and that is his second triple of the game. Baylor by 6. Once they start hitting triples, watch out. Baylor came into this game 50% from the perimeter. Illinois now with the basketball. So they take the jumper, no good off the march. Mitchell, transition right now. Davion Mitchell has it. Moves over to the left wing, catch and shoot 3. Another one. Baylor that time off the mark. They get the offensive rebound, though, off the miss by Flagler. Baylor going to set it up. Mitchell feeds Flagler. Flagler into the key. Pro hop. Puts it up. Got 2 more. Adam Flagler. What a pickup he got right here. Sat out last season. 6 for 10 from the floor. 14 points right now for Baylor with 9:20 left to go as he leads the team with a team-high 14. Illinois now has it. Pass over to the left corner perimeter for the Fighting Illini. Dribbles now at the top of the key. Over into the hands of Williams. Slides it over to the right wing to Curbelo. Drives inside. Oh, nice dish over to the big fella. Kofi Coburn throws it down right there. He's been silent today, but able to get the two-handed flush. That's only his second bucket of the game right there by Coburn. 8:50 left remaining. 6-point game in this one. Baylor here with the ball. Drives inside with the left hand, and a foul called. Masio T going to go to the line, shoot 2. Who do you think is going to win this game? I predicted Baylor in this one. 82-80 was my prediction, and looks like it's going to fall short of that most likely right now. But still a lot of game left to go. Maybe we'll see. Let's see. Jose puts out, remember what he says, he was going to get married. Oh, wow. You hope to get married on Christmas. Best of luck to you, Jose. First free throw Baylor hits it at the free throw line. They got that one with Masio Teague. Who do I think's going to win the Big East this year? I would still take Villanova right now, even though Creighton is right on their tail. So I would still take Villanova to win the Big East. Second free throw, also UConn. Watch out for them. UConn's going to be ranked at some time before the season's over. UConn, I feel like, is going to be more like a top 20 team before the season's over. They are deep. They get a great game tomorrow. It's going to be a good test for them. They go up against USC. We're back into it. Both free throws at the line, 56 to 48. Illinois transition, takes a three, and they knock it down. Ayo hits a perimeter triple. That's a big one. 56-51, 8:32 left to go. Baylor, they get fed the basketball inside over to Flo Thamba. He puts it home. 58-51 as the clock will stop here. Nice feed over inside over to Thamba right there to put it up and through right behind the defense. Who do I think is going to win the MAC conference? I'll go with Ohio there to win the MAC. Baylor with a free throw at the line as well for the and one. They miss it. They get their own offensive rebound, though. That is huge for Baylor. 8:25 left to go. The Bears now with the basketball at the right wing perimeter. As they have a step back three. Mitchell takes it. Oh, he sinks it. Davion Mitchell knocks it down, and Baylor takes their largest lead of the game. 61-51, approaching 8 left to go. Illinois dribble as they lost control of the basketball right there. Baylor with a steal pass up the court, lays it up and in for two. This is all Bears here. They're getting red hot. Timeout taken by Brad Underwood. 8:02 left to go in this one as Baylor on a 7-zip run in the last 30 seconds. Just like that, points off of turnovers, offensive rebounds, and a big three-point shot by Davion Mitchell on a step-back triple at the right wing over Bershanishvili with a hand in the face, and that is execution level right there. Basketball at its finest by the Baylor Bears right now. And then in transition as well, able to get a big bucket by Masio Teague off the steal past the defense. So we're going to go on a timeout here. Baylor looking good. We'll see if they can close this one out, if Illinois has enough in the tank to make this a comeback here. 8:02 remaining. Yep, so tomorrow I plan on covering a doubleheader, 7 o'clock Eastern, UConn versus USC. And also, yep, Florida State against BC after that one at 9:30. No, so no relation there between Donovan and Davion Mitchell. I'm trying to see if I can bring up something here. Let's see. Yeah, pretty common last name. So yeah, no. So no relation there. I just looked it up. Hey, I forgot to even welcome him in here, but he has been in here quite a bit. So we welcome in Yabodian out onto the stream here, man. So, trying to get caught up into the chat here for a little bit. Skylar, what's good for stopping by? Glad to have you in the stream. Oh, man, who will win the Sun Belt this year? I'll go with Little Rock right now to win the Sun Belt. Yup, USC got the Mobley brothers, and they've been a huge just force inside, just wrecking the board so far this season. And, yep, both of them were number 45. That's too funny with the two Mitchells. No problem, Skylar. Glad to have you in the stream, man. Hope all is well here. Right now, quick scoreboard update since we'll take a look at it right now. A couple games going on. So we are winding down tonight. Missouri beat Oregon 83-75, the final score in that one. Arizona State's got a lethal offense. If they can just keep it up defensively or so, like build a defense there, they're going to be much more set. They just need to find rebounders and defenders as we get right back into this one. 63-51, and there you have a defender right there for Baylor coming in with a big block underneath on Illinois as we're back from the break. 7.5 remaining. Baylor has it. Floats it up. That's good for 2. 65-51. Matthew Mayer getting on the board right there as he has got 4. Illinois has it, part of a 9-zip run, last minute and 20. At the right wing perimeter with Adam Miller as he has the basketball here for Illinois. Moves over to Ayo. Ayo getting shut down in this game as he's only got 11. He's also missed 9 shots, 4 for 13. Pass over to the right corner, takes a 3 and got it. Curbelo hits it from the outside for Illinois. 65-54 in this one. If you guys are new on the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub, ring that notification bell as well as I cover play-by-play here of basketball and Behind the Arc Basketball. It takes time. Thanks so much for the interest, G-Man. It usually takes about 3 months or so to become a mod in the channel. Just feel free to keep on coming back for future streams, man. As Baylor drives right inside to the bucket, they get that one home for 2. Baylor in absolute domination here for sure. Second half, 36-24 in favor of Baylor. Hey, thanks so much, Brandon, for stopping on by, man. And enjoy the rest of your night. So Bershanis Feely checking right back into the game right now for Illinois. Baylor will have the basketball right back. 6:30 left to go. Baylor forcing 12 turnovers today by Illinois as Illinois turned over the basketball in all 3 of their games heading into this. They had more turnovers against Chicago State, also NCAA as well. They turned it over more. And then the last game, they had double the turnovers than what Ohio had. Baylor takes the 3. They miss it. They get the offensive rebound. Wide open 3 that time. They got it. Hits it down. This is all Baylor. Perimeter triple by the 6th man, Matthew Mayer from the bench right there as he has got 7. Hits his first 3-point shot of the game. 6 minutes even. Illinois now has it. At the left wing perimeter over to Ayo. Takes the deep 2. And he connects Ayo right there for 2. Baylor has the basketball right back past half court. At the top of the key. Teague over now into the hands of Flagler. Flagler back over to Mitchell here. Mitchell lob over the top. Watch out. Oh, big slam. Chanwa Chatua throwing it down. Everybody chipping in their hard work today for Baylor. This one with 5:20 left to go. Illinois has the basketball right back. Ayo has it. Dribble drive inside. Puts it up with the right hand. Rolls around. Stops in the back rim. Got it to fall. And got to go to the free throw line as well there. Ayo shooting the and one coming up. 72-58. Am I going to do Villanova, Texas? I plan on covering that one on Sunday. At first, I wasn't going to cover that one because I was supposed to visit my girlfriend this Sunday, but then we had a couple people within a week or so. One of them last week tested positive at my workplace, and then 2 other people are in quarantine or so. So I'm not going to see anybody for this week or so. So I'm just going to be home. So I'll probably cover that game on Sunday. Free throw here, and 1 at the line. Knocks it down by Ayo. 72-59 to Sumo in this one today. He's got 16 points. Leading score for the Fighting Illini here. He's 6 for 15, though, from the floor. 33 minutes. Baylor now has it by 13. They have it at the top of the key here into the hands of Flagler. Moves over to the right wing. Wide open 3. Mark Vital knew it was short as it gets rebounded here by Illinois as he missed it. Fighting Illini has it right back. Illinois has it straight away at the top. Moves over to the left wing perimeter. Pass over to the left corner here. That's at the same time as another game, so I'm going to be calling the one on ESPN2, ESPN, Dylan. I think that's on ESPN2 there. I think Louisville, Wisconsin might be on around the same time as that, maybe. There's a really good game on at the same time as that. 3-point shot. No good. Illinois rattled right out. Fight for the rebound underneath. And it's going to be Baylor foul actually comes out by Davian Mitchell as he picks up personal here. Clock will stop. 4:28 left to go. Hey, thanks so much, Jackson, for stopping by, man. Really appreciate it. Io Desumu, leading scorer right now. Sam, hey, gaming, welcome on the channel here. Desumu's got 16 today. Demonte Williams coming up at the free throw line. Baylor just picked up their 7th, so Illinois coming up in the bonus. As well as Illinois before that also picked up their 7th as well. First free throw goes down, 72-60. Second free throw, Williams, no good off the back rim, and it gets deflected out of bounds. Illinois tapped it out of bounds. Baylor's going to have it right back. Let's see here. What team do I think could pull off a March Madness shocker like a UMBC #1 Virginia type of team? For like that type of thing for this year. Maybe like UMass Lowell or so, because they won against San Francisco. They took Ohio State down tight to the very end. If they come out of that conference, I see Vermont coming out of that conference there, but like a mid-major like that, if they just shockingly come around that. Maybe a team from the Valley, too, that shockingly comes out of that. Shot no good by Baylor. Gets rebounded by Illinois. Illinois pass inside over to the big man, and Coburn going to throw it down with authority right there with a two-handed flush. Kofi Coburn gets fouled as well. Chawa Chatua picks up the personal. Clock will stop with 3:50. Yes, San Francisco as well. I'm more thinking about like a 16 seed for that. There's definitely sleepers out there like Richmond, St. Louis, San Francisco, Western Kentucky, Coastal Carolina. There we go. There's one, but I'm thinking more about like this, more on the 16 list or so for like a random just team out of nowhere that nobody wants as far as that. I think that Vermont's probably going to take that conference, but you honestly don't know. Yeah, St. Louis is being slept on so much. San Diego State, looking like they could very well be having another great season there once again. But yeah, this game ain't over. 3:50 left to go. Illinois crawling right back in. Have a chance to draw within single digits at the free throw line coming up after the timeout with Kofi Coburn in this one. If you guys are new in the stream here, make sure to spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that sub, ring that notification bell as well. Hey, welcome in, Darnell. Thanks so much, man, for stopping on by. Really appreciate it, bud. Hope all is well. So Adam Flagler today, he is actually the leading scorer for Baylor. He's got 14 in that one. 11 by Teague, 11 by Mitchell. Butler also in double figures with 10 in this game. He's got 3 steals today by Jared Butler. Yeah, Vermont owns the America East. That's their conference. They just destroy the competition every year. Abilene Christian, yeah, too, Dylan puts out. They're on to a really good start there for Abilene Christian. Yeah, Vermont's still pretty deep, I believe, because Anthony Lamb left. Also, two of the Duncan players left winning back-to-back seasons, so they only have one of the Duncan brothers there now. But they have Steph Smith, so he comes back for Steph Smith. The thing about Vermont, they're going to be behind the 8 ball though, because they come out of quarantine I think around December 18th, so. All the other teams in America East have games underneath their belt. That's the thing. Maybe a team like Navy or something like that can come out and be a random like upset or so, because Navy has a bunch of upperclassmen on their roster, and the Patriot League with the other teams, they're like way behind the 8 balls. They start conference play in January, yet Navy and Army are playing non-conference games, and then they join in with the Patriot League in January. But that's like more like a weaker conference or so. That's more like a long shot. Who do I think will win the ACC? I had predicted Virginia. Still going to stick to that prediction. I just think that was just an off game by Virginia, that one against San Francisco. So here we go. Free throws to the line. And one coming up by Kofi Coburn after the timeout. Knocks it down, so they draw win in single digits now. 72-69 to score. In 20 years, Raptor puts out, you can legitimately see him chilling with his son watching NBA on TNT, and I'm the main man on the mic, it looks like. Part of a 7-zip run by Illinois in the last 2 minutes, so Baylor has it right back here. Baylor basketball, as they're going to put it at the top of the key into the hands of Butler. Butler dribbles at the left baseline now, dribbles right back out to the left corner, guarded by Bershanishvili. Dribble left baseline as he goes underneath, nice move to the bucket. Puts it up and in for 2 off the backboard by, or actually it's 63 by Jared Butler there. It's 74-63 right there. So a little bit, I actually accidentally hit the 9. So it's 11 points instead of 3. As Desumu going to drive inside. That is no good. Clock going to stop with 3:09. Davison won right there. So big victory for Davison. So they finally got their victory. 77-73 looks like. Holy Cross Crusaders is the nickname. Do I know anything about Western Michigan? Not much about Western Michigan there, but I know they took Butler close in that game. Illinois got fouled. Desumu at the line, first free throw. That's up. That's good. 74-64 is the score right now. Second free throw coming up at the line by Illinois. Still 3:09 left remaining. Yeah, my computer fan, it's a little bit loud right now since I've been streaming for the past like 4 or 5 hours or so. So it's a little bit hot right now. 3:09 left to go. Hey, thanks so much, G-Man. Really appreciate it, bud, for being a part here. That's awesome. Congrats on your bet, dude. Yes, I've been to Vermont. I went with my girlfriend a couple years ago. We went there for my 22nd birthday. We can't go to Vermont right now, though, because Vermont has a restriction in my state. They have it on every single state. They have county restrictions over there. Baylor got the inbound. It was a quick fall picked up by Illinois, so it's going to send Baylor here going to the free throw line. 1-1. Jared Butler missed it at the line. Rebound back to Illinois here with the basketball. Approaching 3 left to go. Desumu has it now. At the right wing perimeter as he dribbles, guarded by Butler. Baylor able to shut them down right today. Desumu passes right over to Trent Frazier here. Desumu's taken a lot of shots. He's missed 10 of those. He's 6 for 16 today. As he will drive inside. That one no good. Too strong off the backboard. Rebound Baylor with 2:40 left to go on the clock. Baylor going to slow it down. They lead by 9. Before you sign out on the stream, feel free to spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. Really appreciate it, guys, for stopping on by here, being a part of Behind the Arc Basketball today. Yeah, we are getting close to midnight. 3 minutes away. Oregon State, Washington State. Wow, that's a tight one. 56-54 Cougars looks like. Appreciate it for the scoreboard update. Jumper. Baylor no good on a jumper right there. Rebound Illinois. Fighting a line, I have it. Desumu. Passes over to the top, moves over to the right corner. Into the hands of Miller as he backs his way between 2 defenders inside. Moves it back out on top to Desumu. Takes the 3. No good. Rattled out. His 11th miss of the game. But we got a fall underneath here. It's going to be a rebounding fall picked up by, on a personal. It's going to be on Illinois, on DeMonte Williams. So Illinois picks up the rebounding foul. And Baylor here going to get sent to the free throw line. And they'll shoot in a 1-on-1 bonus. Oh, yeah, I agree, and Florida State, they get put up in, like, the 20s or so, and they'll finish most likely around the top 10 before around the season, towards the end of the season's over. Everybody sleeps on Florida State every single year. As we welcome back Bradley here out into the stream. First free throw, that's up and good by Baylor. Knocks it down by Adam Flagler. Have himself a night here, 16 points by him today. 6 for 11 from the floor. Hit down 2 3-point shots. Second free throw, got it. It's going to be a huge 2 versus 1 battle coming up on Saturday at 1 o'clock Eastern time. Baylor up by 11. Trying to close it out. Final minute 57. Baylor picked up a foul. Illinois had the ball right back. Flagler picked up his on that one, his third personal. Clock will stop, 1:57. Hey, thanks so much, AK16. Really appreciate it, man. This is getting really, for some reason, really laggy right here for some reason. Free throw first one, good. At the line by Illinois. I don't know why it's a little laggy right now. We're at midnight, so that too. Yeah, it's way laggy. Second free throw, got it. Yeah. It's lagging quite a bit. I'm going to see if I can go in here. I don't... Probably have to change the bit rate or something like that. It's a little bit lag. Hopefully it gets back to normal. Because I have the red setting on the screen. Now it's at 0. 76-67, just trying to close it out here. Hopefully the lag won't last too long. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why it does that sometimes. It hadn't done that in a long time. It did that a couple of times in August with the NBA. So I wonder if people are like randomly streaming right now or so, like the ending of this game. Maybe. I don't know. Baylor here at the free throw line once again. First free throw. That one no good, rattled out. They're going to have a second shot coming up here once again. Really appreciate all for being a part here, stopping them by today. And you guys are awesome. Thanks so much, G-Man Cole. You're the man, brother. Really appreciate it here for finding my channel and stopping on by here. Being so kind. You're awesome, dude. Who do I think's going to win Coach of the Year here? Brady puts out. For Tom, yeah, Tom Izzo's an awesome coach, man. He's been phenomenal. Coach of the Year there. Great question, man. As free throw goes down at the line. I think Leonard Hamilton has a chance to possibly be up there for this year for Leonard Hamilton. Also, Travis Ford for St. Louis. St. Louis could be one of those teams that shocks everybody this year and goes on a deep run. 77-67 the score. 1:20 remaining in this one. Baylor with the basketball. Just trying to close it out. Davion Mitchell has it. Moves over to the left corner. Vital back over to Mitchell. Mitchell has it. Takes a deep three. And it's up. And see you later. Hits it down. Knocks down the triple right there. Exclamation point on tonight with 1 minute left to play. Davion Mitchell, perfect 4 for 4 from the perimeter by him today with 15 points. 80-67, 50 seconds remaining. Tasumu lost the basketball, got tapped to the bounce though by Baylor, by Flagler, so Illinois will have it right back with 48.9 left to go on the clock. 20 seconds left to go. Washington State leads by 3 there. Tight game. Yeah, both of those teams are pretty much even, Washington State and Oregon State. Is this the first time I streamed past midnight? I streamed a draft a couple weeks ago for the NBA draft and it went past midnight, but this is the latest stream as far as start time that I had. And it's back to usual now, so it's no more, it's not a lot of lag right now, so people must not be streaming as much towards the end right now. 25 seconds left to go. Baylor got the rebound off the missed shot by Illinois. Oh yeah, Baylor's got such a deep team, man. They move it back around the perimeter. Mitchell looking for another one. Oh, that was close. Just halfway down and just rattled out. Rebound back Illinois. Final 12 seconds. They're going to just take an easy bucket right there for 2. But Baylor here, man, use a big second half surge to their advantage. 49-39 in favor of Baylor in this one in the second half. Final 8 seconds left to go before I sign out. It's going to lead to a huge number 1 versus 2 battle coming up. And this game is 8 seconds from being final. Actually, Illinois picked up a foul here. It's going to send Baylor at the free throw line now in the double bonus. So that's where they're heading now. So 2 shots by the Bears. First one's up. That one's good. And thanks so much for stopping on by and enjoy the rest of your night here. Brady Raptor here. Glad to have you guys on board here. Appreciate it, guys. Sports Expert had Baylor winning by double digits for his prediction as They got 82 right now. Illinois at 69, final 4 seconds, and Illinois just gonna dribble out the clock. So I actually predicted Baylor to get 82. I had it 82-80 the final. Illinois only reached 69 in this one, as this game has gone final. What a statement by Baylor in their 3rd game of the season here. All this hype for this matchup, and the Bears able to come out on top with a 13-point W. And this one, as this game has gone final, everybody. Really appreciate it all for being a part. And having a great time tonight on the stream. That was awesome, guys. So, before I sign off, make sure, spike that thumbs up. Hit that like. Helps out this video a ton. Being found on YouTube. Hit the subscribe. And ring that notification bell as well. Tomorrow, I plan on being back with USC versus UConn at 7. And then also we got coming up after that one, 9:30, Florida against Boston College. So feel free to stop on board for those 2 games if you guys would like. Those are the I plan on taking off Friday here, because I haven't really spent much time with the family lately. So I'm gonna spend time with the family on Friday or so. Maybe do some Christmas shopping and get some stuff done on Friday night. And then I hope to be back on Saturday for another huge game, Baylor against Gonzaga there. We're supposed to get a huge storm once again on Saturday, so hopefully I don't lose power. I lost power on Monday, so I wasn't able to stream on Monday. Luckily, I got it back yesterday for the Champions Classic there. But, man, Baylor, impressive game here. Really appreciate all for being a part here. Going to sign off now, late night past midnight, everybody, as this is Behind the Arc Basketball. And enjoy the rest of your night, everybody. Thanks so much for stopping on by.